the Hlinka Gretzky Cup did end with Canada winning, as I mentioned. They beat Czech for the second straight year. And again, it was a close game. And I don't know what Czech is doing to be really good at summer hockey, but they have really ramped it up these last couple of years and gave Canada a run for their money in the championship game. And I mentioned Adam Benák. He was one of the top scorers in the tournament, had 11 points this year. But Canada was just too good. Jack Ivankovic, their goaltender, allowed just 3 goals over 4 games in the entire tournament. You had Matthew Schaefer, the captain, score 6 points in the tournament, most among defensemen, real breakout performer for them. And I again, a guy that I think will very likely be the number 1 defenseman drafted and very well could be drafted very high in this upcoming draft. Matthew Lansing had a really nice goal scoring effort for Team USA, which ended up placing 4th in the tournament. We saw a number of Swedish players have really productive tournaments. We also saw Jacob East-Wozniak, who did not play a big role at the Under-18 Worlds, but was on the team as an underager, came in, and he was the top goal scorer or a top goal scorer for Sweden at this event and scored some big goals himself. And then, as I mentioned, Adam Benák, who you will be able to see on FloHockey all next season, as he will be a member of the Youngstown Phantoms in the USHL. He does have the all-time scoring record previously held by Magnus Päivärinta Svensson, or Svensson Päivärinta, at 15 points over 8 games, 21 points in 10 games for Adam Benák, the undersized dynamo who will be coming to the USHL. Another guy to note in terms of breakout performances, Radim Mrtka got a lot of buzz coming out of the gold medal game. He barely came off the ice for the Czechs. He's a big man. He played big minutes. I think he's got a lot of raw potential. I liked him in previous viewings that I had of him as well. So that's a guy to certainly keep an eye out for. You know, Ivar Stenberg, who's Otto Stenberg's younger brother, had a very nice tournament as well. So, you know, there are a lot of players to keep an eye on throughout the rest of the season. But what is the Hlinka ultimately? It's not necessarily an end-all, be-all evaluation event. It is a chance to build a baseline. And for these players, you know, some guys put their names on the map. Other guys at least said, hey, you're going to have to watch me a lot more this year. But it was another Hlinka Gretzky Cup that has come and gone. Canada wins again. Gavin McKenna, who did play in the tournament, was fine. Didn't have an amazing tournament. Like, he lit up the Under-18 World Championship. Didn't really do that at the Hlinka Gretzky Cup. So I heard some people saying, hey, well, he wasn't that effective. And especially given the quality of the competition, I think there was an expectation that he was going to outright dominate and maybe score 21 points himself over 5 games, but that did not happen. So 6 points for Gavin McKenna, who still remains, one of the exceptional talents for the 2026 NHL draft. So really excited to get the draft season underway. We are going to have coverage for you all season long on FloHockey. As we build up to the 2025 NHL draft, we'll have on-site coverage from the USHL Fall Classic. We'll obviously have the USHL entire season. You also have the BCHL, the CJHL, and all of its member leagues. You have all of the different things that come into a draft season. And we'll also have a number of college games and other things that you'll be able to watch, and a lot of big things on the horizon too. We're going to have plenty to talk about in the next couple of weeks. We're going to go on a little bit of a hiatus here, but we're going to come back and we are going to be right in the thick of it. So the draft season is just about underway. So make sure you stay tuned to FloHockey and across our social media channels as we cover the NHL draft extensively in a number of different formats. And certainly we'll have some preseason NHL draft rankings coming your way in the not so distant future. So make sure you stay tuned for that.